But her attempt at damage control didn't stop the criticism. Many fans pointed out that the way she worded her original confession seemed like more than just bad wording. They accused her of trying to minimize what could be a serious problem. She literally said she drinks to cope. "That's not a bad day, that's a cry for help," one user commented. "We love you, Pumpkin, but you gotta take care of yourself." The controversy comes at a time when the Shannon family has already been under emotional strain. Just months ago they lost Anna Chickadee Cardwell to cancer, an event that deeply shook everyone, especially Pumpkin, who was incredibly close to her late sister. Insiders say that since Anna's passing, Pumpkin has taken on even more responsibility for holding the family together, often at the expense of her own emotional well-being. "She's been trying to be strong for everyone," one family friend shared. "She bottles everything up, no pun intended, and sometimes that pressure just explodes." The situation has many fans feeling sympathy for Pumpkin but also frustration that she might not be seeking healthy ways to cope. They fear that without help she could fall into the same dangerous patterns that plagued Mama June during her addiction years. The timing of the confession couldn't have been worse either. With WeTV promoting the next season of Mama June Family Crisis, the family's image is once again in the spotlight. Some viewers have even accused Pumpkin of trying to stir up drama for publicity, though her emotional tone during the live suggests otherwise. Others argue that the family's history makes it easy for people to judge too harshly. "If anyone else said they had a drink after a long day, no one would care," one fan defended her. "Because it's the Shannon family, everything becomes a scandal." Still, even her supporters admit that the optics aren't great. Pumpkin has long been praised for being the most stable of June's daughters, managing her household with maturity and grace while raising her children, Ella, Bentley, Silas and Stella, and caring for Alana before she turned 18. Seeing her confess to using alcohol as an emotional outlet shattered that image for many. The situation has also reignited discussions about generational trauma in the Shannon family. Fans recall Mama June's years-long struggle with addiction and the devastating impact it had on her daughters, including losing custody of Alana. Now, many fear that Pumpkin could be unknowingly walking a similar path. Psychologists weighing in on social media suggested that growing up in a household affected by addiction can normalize certain behaviors, even if unconsciously. Pumpkin's admission sounds like someone under a lot of emotional strain who's using temporary relief to manage long-term pain, one expert commented. "It's not uncommon for children of addicts to develop unhealthy coping mechanisms even when they're determined not to." Mama June herself has not publicly commented on her daughter's confession, but insiders say she's aware of the viral video and heartbroken over the backlash. One source close to the family revealed, "June knows what it's like to have your lowest moments play out in public. She's been reaching out to Pumpkin privately, telling her to stay strong and focus on self-care." Whether that support will be welcomed remains unclear, as their relationship has had ups and downs. Fans speculate that Pumpkin may be reluctant to discuss her struggles openly with her mother, given their complicated past. Meanwhile, Honey Boo Boo has been noticeably quiet on the issue, choosing not to address her sister's situation publicly. However, fans have flooded her posts with messages of encouragement and concern, hoping she's offering Pumpkin support behind the scenes. "Alana and Pumpkin have always been close," one fan noted. "If anyone can help her right now, it's Alana." As the debate continues online, Pumpkin supporters are rallying around her, insisting that everyone has moments of weakness and that her honesty should be applauded, not condemned. Others, however, insist that she needs to take accountability and get help before things spiral. "This is a warning sign," one longtime viewer wrote. "She's overwhelmed and overworked. It's time for her to take a break and focus on her mental health." Despite the controversy, Pumpkin has continued posting family content online, appearing cheerful and upbeat. But fans say they can't help noticing the exhaustion in her eyes and the emotional weight behind her smiles. Some worry that the pressure to appear strong could be preventing her from getting the support she needs. It's a heartbreaking reminder that fame doesn't protect anyone from stress or pain, it often magnifies it. The Mama June family has lived most of their lives under the public microscope, and every misstep becomes a headline. For Pumpkin, this experience might serve as a harsh but necessary wake-up call. A chance to step back, reflect, and make healthier choices before things get worse. As fans continue to discuss the viral confession, one thing is clear. Lauren Pumpkin effort is at a crossroads. Her raw honesty has opened up an important conversation about mental health, stress, and coping mechanisms, especially for young mothers dealing with immense pressure. Whether she chooses to turn this moment into growth or allow it to spiral into another Shannon family crisis remains to be seen. For now, fans are sending love, prayers, and hope that Pumpkin will find the strength to heal and that the family can finally break the generational cycle that has haunted them for years. After everything they've been through, viewers want nothing more than to see Pumpkin rise above the pain, reclaim her peace, and continue being the heart and glue that keeps her family together. Pumpkin slammed for confessing about her drinking problem, accidentally exposed herself. Mama June star Lauren Efford accidentally exposed another gross habit while opening up about her drinking problem. She received huge criticism from her followers for a disgusting habit. The reality celeb has been raising eyebrows for all the wrong reasons in the past. For years, Pumpkin remained the fan favorite because of her kind and caring nature. She also had some controversies like her mom and siblings. However, the reality TV star was the most sordid person in the family. Lauren slowly lost her reputation since her split from Josh Efford. She introduced her new boyfriend, Darren Kitchens, and announced her divorce. Fans were in disbelief when they learned that Josh and Darren were cousins. They were disgusted with her for dating her husband's cousin. Fans seemed to be upset with her again for her gross habit. What did they find out about her? What did Pumpkin share? Mama June. Fans want Pumpkin behind bars after alleged scam. Pumpkin is under fire for fooling her audience through her new business, the Sister Closet. She is accused of not fulfilling her customers' orders and enjoying spending the money on her lavish lifestyle. Previously, the Mama June star claimed that she had to fire her staff for being dishonest with her later. Recently, some fans rushed to the comments section to lash out at Lauren for fooling them. A Redditor shared comments from customers who have not received their orders for several months. They called her a liar and even wanted her in jail for scamming them. Pumpkin responded to many of them that their orders would be shipped soon and reach them as soon as possible. However, her customers weren't ready to believe her and called her a thief. Mama June. Pumpkin slammed for disgusting habit while sharing her drinking problem. Lauren Efford tried hard to win her audience's trust. She attempts to interact with them and share about her life. Recently, the WeTV star uploaded a new story on Instagram to share her drinking problem. Pumpkin snapped a picture of 7 Brew iced coffee in a car. She explained that her boyfriend, Darren, takes her there every time. However, the Mama June star went there alone this time as she became too addicted to it. Pumpkin added the son. Drinking problem, to explain it became an addiction to her. A Redditor noticed something else and started a thread about it. The OP pointed at the vape lying on Lauren's thighs, which confirms she vapes. One fan said, she probably bought that vape and that iced coffee with people's money for the Sister's Closet. Another user slammed the WeTV star and showed no interest in seeing anything about her. Moreover, others called out Pumpkin for her disgusting habit and called her gross. They have seen her vaping many times on her live or the show. Still, fans raised concerns for Lauren's kids and their safety because she has a habit of putting them in danger. Pumpkin has yet to clear the rumors about her business fraud. Unfortunately, fans are not happy with her for fooling her customers and living a luxurious life with their money. Stay tuned to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Pumpkin's alleged business scam. Mama June. Pumpkin slammed for confessing about her drinking problem, accidentally exposed herself. The Mama June universe is once again in chaos as Lauren Pumpkin Efford faces a wave of backlash after a shocking confession that left fans divided. The 25-year-old reality star, long praised for being the responsible one in the Shannon family, has found herself under intense scrutiny after admitting during a recent live session that she's been struggling with drinking more than she should. What started as a casual conversation with fans turned into an unexpected moment of vulnerability that spiraled into controversy, leaving Pumpkin accused of exposing herself and possibly following in her mother's troubling footsteps. The bombshell moment happened during a late-night TikTok live when Pumpkin was chatting candidly about life, motherhood, and the pressures of raising 4 kids while managing fame, finances, and family drama. At first, the conversation was lighthearted, but things took a serious turn when one fan asked how she unwinds after a long day. Pumpkin sighed and replied, "Honestly? I probably drink a little too much wine lately." That comment alone might not have raised eyebrows, until she laughed and added, "Sometimes it's more than just wine. It's my way of coping." Fans immediately flooded the chat with questions and concerns, asking if she was okay, but instead of backtracking, Pumpkin doubled down. "I ain't gonna lie to y'all," she said. "It's been stressful. Between filming, being a mom, and dealing with everything that comes with this crazy life, sometimes I just need to forget about it all for a minute." The clip quickly went viral, sparking intense reactions across social media. Some fans praised her honesty, calling it refreshing and real, while others accused her of setting a bad example, especially since she has positioned herself as the family's rock, raising not only her own children but also caring for her younger sister Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson for years. "We all love Pumpkin, but this isn't funny," one commenter wrote on Facebook. "If she's turning to alcohol to cope, that's a huge red flag." Another added, "She's supposed to be breaking the cycle, not repeating it. Mama June's addiction destroyed their family once already." The backlash intensified when a snippet from her live appeared to show multiple empty bottles on a nearby table. Though the clip was grainy and unconfirmed, fans quickly jumped to conclusions, accusing her of being careless and exposing more than she intended. Within hours, Pumpkin and Mama June began trending together, with fans expressing shock that the family's alleged issues with substance use might be resurfacing in the next generation. It didn't take long for Pumpkin to realize how serious the reaction had become. The next morning she took to Instagram to clarify her comments, posting a message that read, "Y'all, I'm human. I said what I said, but don't twist it. I'm not an alcoholic, I just got overwhelmed and said too much. Everyone has bad days."